Good afternoon. It's January 26th. Much warmer today, right around freezing. Also much windier. This is going to be another short walk. I'm just walking over to our condo where I'm going to do a little audio recording and then walking back. So it's not going to be a very long walk today. I want to start recording One Lucky Devil, my grandfather-in-law's First World War memoirs. So that's kind of what I'm going over there to do, and since otherwise I was kind of busy today, I didn't want to take time for a dedicated hour to walk, so I'm just going to kill two birds with one stone here. It's not quite as far as yesterday's walk. I might stretch it out a bit more when I walk back for part two, just to add a little more. I'm going to walk directly there now, so it's maybe 15 minutes is all this will be. Nice to be able to walk in my leather jacket today instead of in my parka. We had a little touch of snow, but nothing major. It's going to be fairly mild next little bit, and even in the long-range forecast, nothing that looks like it's going to be quite as cold as it has been, although it does turn colder again. So walking along good old Angus Crescent here. This will just be a walk straight down College Avenue, basically, for a few blocks. Gray day. Gray and windy, but mild. A little tougher walk for me because I'm carrying so much stuff. Got my computer bag. I have an old iPad in there that I use for reading. Hi, Kirk, in Vancouver. Because it's silent when you're recording. And also carrying a mug of coffee in a thermos, so I don't know how much that is. 20 or 25 pounds it feels like, carrying on my shoulder. This is always a very windy corner office building there. Hopefully the mic works. I think I hopefully solved the YouTube dropping signal on a regular basis thing when I realized there was a setting in the app that I had turned off that should have remained on. But whether that has any bearing on whether my mic keeps working or not, I don't know. I kind of lowered the overall bit rate, and now I have this variable bit rate thing on, so hopefully who's there? Oh, hi, Charles. Well, we're right around freezing, so it's about 30, a little under freezing, maybe -1, so about 30 degrees Fahrenheit right now here. Very mild. As I said, this is just going to be a short walk. Might only be about 10 minutes. Then I'll do another one later. But it's not a long walking day. You can tell it's mild because of all the moisture on the road. Again, that's the hotel. I would say that. Royal Saskatchewan Museum. There was a time when there was supposed to be a hotel in that corner. back in the early 20th century. They were going to build a big railway hotel there, but it went bust. It never happened, unfortunately. Anyway, I caught this really at a bad moment. Long wait. If you're looking for office space, that's again the Royal Saskatchewan Museum over there. This morning I concentrated on my own writing. I wrote about 2,500 words, another chapter of what's currently called Changers, which is a young adult novel modern day fantasy, maybe a touch of horror, that was supposed to have been published by Cheezine, Canadian small publisher that then imploded for various reasons. Before they even offered, well, I had a verbal commitment, but they'd never even gotten around to offering me a contract, and now I'm just as glad they hadn't. So at the time I was just writing it, I got the commitment from them based on 60 pages or something like that. And I was waiting for the contract before I finished writing it. Well, I'm not getting a contract. So I decided I'd just write it, which is what I always used to do. I've gotten kind of lazy and I prefer not to write anything unless I have a contract. Go figure. But writing on spec has its upside too. Especially with more opportunities for publishing. I can always put it out myself if I can't find a home for it. Although I'll always start with traditional publishers if I can find one, because it's way less work. And usually, if they're established, they'll sell more copies than I usually manage, just putting it out myself. Hopefully this guy's looking to see that there's a pedestrian coming. Doesn't drive over me. He backed up, so I guess he did. It's an old apartment building there, and then this is a very old house that's been has a doctor's office in it now. I presume they live in there too. I don't actually know that, but I think they must. There's the credit union building over there, and the college building, Dark Hall. I walked down on that side just a few days ago. Another old house that now has other stuff in it. Ooh. Yeah, I really made this computer bag heavy, so I think I will definitely keep the walk back just as short as the walk over. It's just a little too heavy for comfortable walking. It's not that it's tiring me out, it's just painful because it's really dragging down on one shoulder more than I would like. We're practically there, so yes, this will be quite a short walk. And yet, in that short amount of time, one of those comment bots found me. This used to be the Dark Mansion, as in Dark Hall across the street. He was a butcher. That's how he made his money. Then it was a funeral home. and now it's called Stone Hall Castle, which has been unfinished exterior-wise for a very long time, although I did do some work up there and got some of that sort of half-timbered Tudor thing going on up there, which had been unfinished, but as you can see, a lot of it's still unfinished. Supposedly the inside is done up like a medieval castle, and you could rent the space, or non-pandemic years you could rent the space. I don't know what the situation is right now, but I've never been in there. And this is an actual funeral home, still active one, I mean, if active is the right word for a funeral home. I suppose a funeral home is active, it's just the clients that aren't very active. There's the college building. Big pile of snow off the driveway. Hair studio. I might have put up some resistance to that name. See what I did there? Resistance. Thank you. And we're just going over here, so just about done. Until I walk back again, which will be, I don't know, a couple hours probably. Okay, turning up Scarth Street here. Yeah, a knapsack if I did this all the time, but I usually don't carry anything when I'm walking. And normally I don't have, if it's just the laptop and that's basically it in the computer bag, then it's light. The extra weight today is the iPad and the liter of coffee, which of course adds a kilogram right there. By definition, almost. All right, well, this is the building we have a condo in. This is where Central Collegiate used to be. And this is where I'm going in, so I will be cutting this off momentarily. I know it was very short, but that's the way today's going. At least it was something. Right, well, I will be back later, and I might stretch that one out some more. Depends on how I feel and how things are going. But that's it for now. Talk to you later. Bye.